Hey everyone, low energy here for a very sad episode. Sorry to say, if you haven't already known, but it's spreading like wildfire, and it's pretty much confirmed at this point. Josh is dead. We'll be looking at the video of Clint doing what any father would do in this situation, but break down and cry. In a bit. A few standard things got to get out of the way, and that's first of all, if you are one of those people who really hated him, this isn't going to be the stream for you. I never hated him. I was always disappointed in his life choices. Never hated him because I knew he could do better, and I stand by that. As I always said, there was a three sort of fandom floating around with the dude, but that he frustrated me because I saw so much of myself in him, and I really could not imagine a world where I could like despise him. Say someone like Jared or someone who's actively malicious, spouting hate or something like that. And he did occasionally spout hate, but only because he heard it that 5 seconds. He never believed it. He was a complicated man, and a very tragic one. And honestly, we as a community ripped him apart. Sometimes for our own ends, sometimes just because. But you know what? We also admired the shit out of him for being himself. Anyone who met him always said that about him. I look like Matt Dillahunty. I think I look a little bit like Fetterman. The beard went because it's summertime. I actually shed it in the summertime, like most bears. But as you can see, I kept the handlebar mustache, which actually has come in pretty well. Now, today's not going to be a day where I'm going to suck Cobes' cock or laugh that he's dead. Today we're going to look at him as a real person. Flaws at all. And virtues. He was, to me, he was the most important lolcow. Far more than Chris Chan. I can't find love for Chris Chan as I did for Cobes. He he was a victim of a lot of things, circumstances, a shitty location, family, genuine bullying. I never said he was never bullied. His own ego. What did I used to say? He had like that shield of shit he'd put over himself to kind of guard him, and it smothered the good of him. He was an addict. He was desperate for validation. And in that I see a lot of myself. And I wasn't alone. He had genuine people who cared about him. I've been talking to some of them today. First thing I did was I sent a message to cousin Matt to see if it was true. Actually, that's not entirely true. First things first, I saw the Walnut Grove posting about it, and I'm like, okay, this is a bit sussy, but at the same time, it's scary. No one said anything for a long time, and then, well, it came out. Remember the Mantis staff? Remember the Mantis staff? I remember him having the fight with the lighter. I remember the wood chips. I remember Fun Size Felicia. I remember. I remember when he biked. I wasn't there at the beginning. Like a lot of yous, I found him through DP. But he was so big that he was found by people just on their own. And well, he wasn't like, for example, a talented musician. There's no way of putting that. He was passionate. And if he just buckled down, Oh, there's so many people right now who have their guts ripped out. Those of you who remember, we recently lost Pip Monk, and I know for a fact that people are still grieving for that. And there's a small but important overlap between the two. Because now people are double whammying of just in bits. And I'm processing it, honestly. And I think this is why I'm streaming. Now, if you're wondering about if anyone donates, don't worry. All the money will go to Cobes. But I like I knew this day would come, and most of us did too. Still have a clip of him doing a shout out. Yeah, well, look at some of the clips. Post them in the Discord if you're not already a member. Your favourite parts of Cobes. We'll look at Boglin Chronicles, who still does the Lord's work in taking long form Cobes formats. We'll look at his last video in particular. This is the end of an era. Like, Cobes was a big part of so many communities. There are people who lash their livelihoods to that man. Like, what the fuck's Boglin Chronicles gonna do now, right? Or bite-sized Cobes. Hell, even Walnut Grove. Will they move on? Will they just let it die on the vine? That's their journey to go. I haven't really shown much of Cobes in a while. Honestly, his content just dropped off. It didn't help that he was always breaking his damn phones. We couldn't get his cooking videos. Oh, his wands were so, like, successful. Everyone was always reminding him. They sell out as soon as you put them up. But the only reason he would ever put them up is to get booze money. If he just had a quota per month, he would have been nowhere nearly in the red. He would sell those fuckers for 300, starting at 150, and go as high as like 300, and people would buy them. I know at least 3 people who have the damn things. They were, they were something he could make, that he could hold, that he could actually make money off. I mean, he never did, because that was him in a nutshell. He wanted to make money just sitting there, getting shit-faced with no shirt on, saying the exact 5 or 6 things over and over again. Except, of course, he didn't want that. That's how he ended up. Geek Room. Long time no see. Spooky Minx. No shock that we're getting everyone out of the closet and out of the woodworks and out of the fucking roof and out of everywhere to come and just be like, oh no, he's not. Yeah. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be in someone else's chat right now. Fucking hell, the impact that man made. But listen, I'm rambling. We're here to see some Cobes. For some of us, it's so wild to think. It is so wild to think, but there now won't be any new Cobes stuff ever again. Think about that. No more album. No more shout-outs, his cameos. Maybe he's got a backlog or something, but... Oh, this is awful. Because at the top of it all, a person died. Past the content, past the memes, past the clout. Like, a human being is dead. And he was a hell of a human being. Pro or con. Love him or hate him. And I know people, he's like Marmite. I know people who do both. So let's get this genuine, heartfelt message out of the way. Stuck with Cyrax and Volhelm. You are You fuckers are still swimming around in that sea. I did a very healthy thing and pulled the fuck out of the out of the lolcow game a while ago. Only occasionally jumping back in. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So after a little bit of confusion, uh, we got confirmation that this happened. I wouldn't have made this just on a hunch. I might have pointed out in a conversation somewhere, hey, did you hear someone thought Cobes died for a long time? And then it turned out, hell, there was rumors going around it was Warlord.
Josh's dad, and there's a lot of rumors going around, so I wanted to make a video for Josh. I went to Josh's house yesterday to take him to the doctor, and when I got there, he was sleeping. I tried to wake him up. He was not responsive or breathing. I realized that his lips were blue, and I tried to revive him. But he was already dead. I got on today to delete all of his social media because fuck you is how I'm feeling. But I realized that would not be fair to his fans, and it's certainly nothing he would want. As you all know, Josh was harassed and bullied terribly his whole life. I mean, from the time he was 3, it was just nonstop. It's like he had a neon sign that said, please pick on me. And for some reason, so many people on this earth felt that picking on him was okay. That just because...
He's not entirely untrue. He's really not entirely untrue. There are caveats. At the end of the day, he never really had peace. Whether you could argue, like I occasionally did, that he'd caused it himself, but he never did. He never just. I can't imagine the last time poor Josh just actively had a quiet day, a relaxing, chill day. There'd always be a fuck you troll moment. It was real. And, we all saw it. We all know people who were involved. Maybe it was some of us. He often called people who tried to be his friends trolls just as much as the real trolls. But the end of it, it was just probably a heartbreaking experience to just live. Imagine what it'd been like to live like him near the end. Oh, that wouldn't have been a good life. And yet he still had friends who came around. He still had people who popped in. I think everyone knew it was coming. No, never. It was never in doubt that this was going to end. Well, I wanted him to have a, without the religious element, come to Jesus moment. But, it's life. Or in this case, death. At least my theory of him ending up being passing out on stream and actually dying on stream didn't happen. Like that French guy who died recently. He was like on a 10-day marathon stream and people were abusing him. Like his so-called friends were abusing him, and he died on stream. Like, that didn't happen to Cobes, at least. It was, ironically, despite his whole life being in front of a camera, it was a private thing. Does it make it any less tragic? He was younger than me by a good chunk. Jesus Christ.
Because it's him, it made it all right. And that he didn't matter. But he did matter. And, I want to thank all of his fans because you made him feel like he mattered. And you made him feel very special. And he lived for you guys every day. Josh struggled a lot with depression and was extremely suicidal most of his life. And you guys helped more than you could ever know. Because you made him feel like a person. I can never repay you for that. Thank you for supporting him, for encouraging him, for all the gifts you sent, for the people who helped him produce his music and his wands. Thank you so much. As you know, Josh was extremely stubborn and wouldn't let me help him with anything.
Understatement of the year.
Because he had to do it on his own, and I get that, and I respect that.
But he fucking did the wands. Somebody sent him a lathe, and he didn't just let it rot. He actually did something with it. Past the music, past the streaming, I think that would be the biggest. That and just making friendships that lasted. This just fucking sucks, man.
Those of you who know Josh, you know how kind he was. Anybody who came to visit him in person can testify that he was such a beautiful, beautiful soul.
True.
He would help anybody. He would invite anybody in to have a beer. He would treat everybody like they were a family. And he was kind. And he was especially kind with elderly people and animals and all of insects. God, we weren't even allowed to kill insects. We had to save them. He was just a good soul. And if you can, raise a glass today for Josh.
I'm planning to after the stream.
Doesn't have to be alcohol, especially given these circumstances. We don't know how he died. He died in his sleep. There's going to be an autopsy, and they think it's probably something like his appendix or liver. So if you can today, raise a glass for Josh. I don't know if it would be appropriate to do alcohol, but that's what Josh would do. He struggled a lot after he lost his best friend, Walt, and after Ozzy died. He's just really, really struggling, and he started drinking so.
It got so bad near the end. Like, he was drinking this pure Everclear. It was really warning signs. And, you know, over the years, we're gonna look back over and see what was the point, and everyone's gonna put their pin on it and say, this is when it started going downhill. When that stream, when he was so bad the cops had to be called to the apartment and he couldn't even remember what day it was. When the Juggerloaf incident, Jessica, I know a lot of people are going to put the pin on Jessica, and there's some truth to that. But it doesn't change the fact that no matter where it started, we're here now. He's dead. Yeah, he died. Ace. He passed. Clint found him. They're probably getting started on the autopsy right now. We're in a post-Cobes world. The day we all thought was coming is here. Who, Corva? No, not Cobra. King Cobra, yeah.
So much. But raise a glass to him today sometime. You can go one better and make it a combo.
True.
Put two things together that no one in their right mind would want to drink. That's what Josh would do. Please do not send me any private messages. I won't read them. I will simply block. If you have any positive things you'd like to say or comments or memories you'd like to share about Josh, please do it here on his page. And please respect my family's privacy. All hail Ozzy. Hail Satan. Fuck suicide. Fuck sickos. Long live Joshua Faye Saunders, JFS. I think King Cobra. I love you, man. I'm gonna miss you so much.
What more can I add? Father lost his son. We lost a familiar face. A lot of people lost a friend. I could end the stream here now. I'm not going to. Because we're going to look over them. Our favorite parts, our worst parts, everything in between. Obviously, not for that long. But, Jesus Christ. What a shitty week. What an absolutely shitty week. It's not even over yet. I'm actually scared of going out after this and having a drink. Maybe I'll be the third one to pass. People making response videos to Lev. Chaos of memory. May not know it's sad, but sweet. And know it's complete. You got it. If anyone's got any... Perfect. This is from Troy. He just posted up on the Discord. Link should be down there. Link should be down there. My history with Cobes, he knew who I was. Not that he like fucking dwelled on me or any shit like that, but he knew that I watched him. I seen him in the chat once. And he knew that I had some things to say about him, but I also wanted him... We had this plan to get him on as our DM for D&D, and we were going to pay him in beer, Omaha steaks, and there was going to be at least 3, maybe 4 women on the... This is before he met Jessica. There's going to be 3 or 4 women, all of which were clamoring to meet him. Because they could then say that they were in a fucking D&D campaign with this dude. And he just... At most, I think once he said, yeah, I'll think about it. Beyond that, he probably... In all fairness, he probably saw me as just another troll. It's fair. I'd love him to change his mind on it.
Shout out to Low Energy Videos. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you for that, Troy. Pretty soon we're going to see every channel explode with this shit. You know what? I haven't seen the latest Boglin.
Do this.
I was like a minute in. So this is the last thing that Boglin posted about him. A recap. As always, Boglin did a great job with Cobes. Because Cobra's streams on their own, there's just too much dead air, too much repetitive stuff. He needed an editor, and there were so many people willing to be an editor to him. Hell, Boglin probably would have been very happy to be an editor for him.
King Cobra back at it with another video. This is a whiskey and peach, my newest drink combo. I think it turned out pretty delicious. It's twisted peach tea mixed with Jim Beam peach and like four.
He fucking loved peach so goddamn much. You know what, guys? Find yourself peaches, peach drink, an actual peach, a peach cocktail, whatever. Grab yourself a completely consensual pair of cheeks and post these pictures around, telling them just how much you miss the fucking Cobes. Because he loved peaches.
Or peach ring gummy candies at the bottom. Just kind of slowly sip on it and enjoy it and savor the whiskey and fucking those peach rings will get nice and melted and all gummified and everything. So yeah. When I'm watching Sydney Watson review the Sydney Sweeney bullshit, she shared a clip of a woman in a tight orange dress who's throwing a wobbler because guys didn't approach her that evening, and she's all dressed to go out, tight dress, fucking hair is done up, her makeup's done, and she's like, so fucking sick of this shit.
It's weird, I've seen him more disheveled. He actually, for this one, the very last one, he put more effort into it. Like, at least he washed his hair.
She sits there telling anyone who will listen, just come up, touch her boob, buy a drink, and it's like, how about no? I don't touch your boobs without consent, even if I do think you're cute. It's like, and we just say, you know what, fuck it, we're done. All of a sudden, men stop
Cobes, you have a vacuum.
approaching you. You go from calling every man a creep because they approach you to why won't men approach
I'm
me?
actually
Oh
one
my
to
God.
talk.
I'm like,
I need
make
to
up your
spruce
fucking
this
mind.
place up. Now looking at it.
So I got me a whiskey and peach on deck. It's Friday
poor
evening.
Matt.
Let's do this.
I gotta send Matt a condolence.
Like King Cobra is so goth, his jeans are black. King Cobra has great jeans. Her jeans are blue, get it? Because her whole body's covered in jeans. You see these commercials?
Oh, is that what he took away from that Sydney Sweeney bit? That's almost sweet. He didn't see the racism, he just saw that she's blue.
She's wearing a jean jacket with no bra and no shirt on underneath. Showing off her tits, showing off her body. One of the commercials literally pans down to her cleavage and then back up to her face. Hey, my eyes are up here. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. And it's like, don't do that. And like the more attractive women that are just as pretty as Sydney Sweeney are saying how this commercial is objectifying. And I'm like, shut up. So like, let me get...
He would get stuck on so many things that really he didn't have any reason to. Like, he would create so many scenarios in his head, these sort of straw man universes. I wanted somebody to make a, what do you call it, those... a sort of like a sort of a sitcom or a rom-com based off the world Cobes thinks is. That would be so interesting because it would be like nothing but stereotypes. It'd be the point of like parody. Because some of these stories he described that he was a part of, there was no way he was a part of it. Like, he talks about jocks and cheerleaders and shit. And it's just, dude, you don't leave the house.
Get this straight. When you got a Calvin Klein model with like some stupid
He was so
hot
creative.
guys, big ass bulges, 6-pack abs, they're fucking ripped, and they're like, I know I'm hot shit, ladies. And women are sitting there drooling up the commercial, flicking their bean to it. No one ever calls him a hypocrite and says, well, wait a minute, isn't this sexually objectifying men?
Wonder what he thought about
me.
K-pop Demon
I
Hunters.
do not need sex in my life to be happy. Happiness comes from within. My approach to picking up the ladies...
Tactical soap. That was one of my best memories. When you guys bought me the tactical soap. That is one of my best memories about Cobes. Because that was right before the American trip. And I used You got about 8. It was $30 for 1 bar of soap. It was like the Maverick, and it just smelled like sandalwood, like any male soap. But I used it for every bath, every shower I had. And the day I was leaving, I was up in the hostel in Dublin, about to get on my flight that morning. There was a sliver of it left, and I used it. And a part of me, a little tiny part of me, was hoping he was spot on. And I would get hit on by women, and like people, like heads would turn. In reality, I didn't smell so much like feet and ass, because it's soap. But he was so adamant that this is what got him laid with Jessica, who he met online.
Is a hands-off approach, YouTube. I wear some tactical soap. I'll tell her a shitty pickup line or a joke and buy her a drink. I'll respect her even
I
if
did
she
have a
doesn't
really
respect
cool
me,
conversation
because
in
it's how it is.
Heathrow on that flight. He's chill here.
You like Harry
chill
Potter?
here.
What's your house? Slytherin? I want to slither into your DMs. All a woman has to do to get laid is show up, say yes, look pretty, and fucking make nice with the men, you know?
Make
Sometimes
nice
when a man
with the
hasn't
men.
had pussy in over a month to like 6 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes men aren't afraid to lower their standards, especially if there's alcohol involved. Winning!
Women lower
And
their
I'll say it
standards
again,
too.
looks are not everything if your personality sucks, you know? Also,
True.
fuck Adolf Hitler, he's a piece of shit.
Well, then maybe don't drink then. Hey,
That drink combo's hitting just right, man.
we got
whiskey.
We'll keep coming back to this as people throw out suggestions. This one is from Link in the Discord. It's Cobe shredding guitar. Hell yeah. If your stomach hurts, don't drink then.
I fucked up right there 1 second. Electric guitar is such a wonderful instrument, YouTube.
He's not wrong. I love the wand in his pocket. Circle of protection. Look how in the zone he is. Motherfucker! Yeah. Fucking peace. At least he can play unlike Cyrax. True, Cyrax can't sing or play anything. Ronnie James Dio. What's the most popular thing you ever did? Oh, we gotta look at the cigarette trick. What? The first gen apartment? Fuck yeah. This is when I started watching them. Fuck yeah. Gotta use some of that tactical soap on your hands, my liege. Hell yeah. The glitter bombs. Yeah, we'll leave tabs open. Obviously, we'll close this very sad one. So yeah, any suggestions? Throw them in Discord. There's so much to go for. Like, he has close to 2 decades worth of content. Not to mention the documentaries about him, the other stuff people made, like Walnut Grove, the animated shorts. Oh my god, the game. The fucking game. Oh, that was so much fun to play. Oh. And it's an instant lose if you touch the duster. Oh.
And Beach. Ooh. I would serve this drink at the Cobra's Cantina. And see, by the time I get drinking it, maybe I'll top it off with another one. And all those peach rings at the bottom are going to soak up all the whiskey and twisted tea. And it's like a little delicious treat after your cocktail.
You're a delicious treat that we'll miss pretty soon. We're going to miss you, man.
Yeah, I would be careful with this drink combo because as soon as you start getting down to the bottom of it, it just tastes really fucking good.
It is not right. We are in a post-Cobes world.
See, I'm a feminist in the sense of I respect women's rights, but I'm also an advocate for men's rights. I'm an advocate for gender equality. So I would consider myself to be feminist and MGTOW.
I think he needed to work up on his lexicon for that one. Feminist masculinist, I suppose. What is men rights? Cobes preach. True. I mean, more men. There are things in the world that men need help with. Heightism is a big one, ironically enough, for what I just said there. Which is something Cobes never had to deal with. He never had to deal with being a short king. People would dismiss a lot of what he'd say as him just compensating for his height if that was the case. Like Bagel Boss. Which is actually a reverse this year of us losing people. We got Bagel Boss back. Because I thought he died. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Because she gets offended. You're just trying to stare at my ass. Well, I was gonna, but you ruined the fun. You're just trying to get down my pants. And I'm like, honey, if I wanted to try, I'd already be there. Like, I hold the door for everyone. It's just a polite thing to do. Hey, Cobra, what's your favorite soup? Clam chowder?
After this, I'm watching the animated one where he's on the bike. And the two girls are saying how hot he is.
I'm just saying, YouTube. A proper boyfriend knows what's up. Your girlfriend's on her period. She's feeling kind of ick about herself.
Oh, for me, it's much closer to home. We lost Pitmonk earlier in the week. And now we lost Cobes. Like, we lost a hugely important motherfucker. And now we've lost another, for different reasons, important motherfucker. And the week's not even over yet. It really does, like, feel the hand of time is just... And everyone passes. But Cobes died way before his time. Way before his time. Like, just because, like, what someone said earlier, just because we knew it was coming doesn't make life... Magicus, I think, said that. It's because we knew it was coming doesn't make it any less...
You pick up for feminine products for her because she doesn't want to go out in public. You come home with some wine, some Ben and Jerry's. You fire up Netflix, and it's like, hey, honey, you want to watch chick flicks and cuddle on the couch and have a good cry and talk about our feelings?
These are things he heard.
Maybe I'll DoorDash some of your favorite food. We'll cuddle up on the couch and watch chick flicks.
Oh shit,
Binge
Casper's
watch Gilmore Girls.
DoorDash industry is
Talk about our
fucked.
feelings. You want a cocktail, sweetheart? Your boy Cobra makes a mean alcoholic beverage.
It's gonna be so weird not having Cobes.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes, you guys.
She does. They fit on her very
And
well.
I absolutely feel horrible for the way black people were enslaved in America. That's horrible.
Okay.
Horrible shit. And then when you find out that white slaves existed,
Oh,
in
he's not
Africa,
doing the
I Googled
indentured
that shit.
servitude.
I was like, what?
Oh no. See, this was one of the major issues with Cobes. He always believed shit the second he heard it. If it came from his screen, he believed it. I wish there had been a way for someone to like subtly have like a life improvement thing. In one of his like manosphere videos that he watched. And by the way, the typical manosphere, might help if I actually point at the right side. The typical manosphere viewer, everyone. Keep that in mind. Cobes, I almost think Cobes needed like a big brother who lived with him, who just treated him better. Oh, poor Darth. Oh, Darth must be gutted right now. Oh, he's like, 'cause he has real, tangible friends. I know Son is fucked. Son is not feeling good right now. And I know Matt can't be feeling any better. A lot of people have lost a genuine friend. I was never one of them. I don't think I ever could be. I'd have been a bad person to be in a conversation with drink, because I'd have called him out too often on his bullshit. And as people point out, even if I'm spouting fire and 100% facts, it's not how you were to reach him. But now he's gone.
I'm like, slavery is awful, period. Regardless of who it happens to. Like, unless, of course, you're into bondage, and then that's a different kind of slave.
True.
Yeah. Oof. I date a black girl, especially if she was into, like, dominatrix and shit. If she wanted to whip me for a chance, I'd be like, oh, yes, mistress. I'm like, I've seen what the fuck I look like. I'm going bald. I got a gut from drinking too much, and my teeth are disgusting, and my trolls are fucking assholes.
See? That right there. That last part right there. Fuck that noise. Your trolls aren't the reason why you don't wash your clothes. Or your feet, for that matter. See how old habits die hard. Even now I'm kind of like, yeah. Like I said. But it always came out of a place of love. I was talking to Mango a few hours ago, and we both agreed, like, we wanted him to do better. We really want him to do better. Jesus, it's such a fucking tragedy. I actually don't think I'm processing it. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not processing it. It's true. It's 100% true, Red. We lost another one this week. His dad found him on the floor. They're doing an autopsy, but it looks like it's either appendicitis or liver. After this stream, we are going to watch more Cobes over on the Discord. I'm going to go out and get some cans because it's what Cobes would have wanted. Oh, no. I need to stress this enough. Not poor Cobes. Cobes, if Etten was the representation of his worst elements. Poor Josh. A real person died today. Josh Saunders had so much passion and love. And that's why people loved him back. Like, he had people who are now probably in absolute bits. And through all the drama, through all the people who generally fucking hated him, really hated him, you know, there was a person beyond all that who really just wanted validation and love. Now that went to some dark places, like when he had Jessica on his lap and he was glaring at camera like, troll, see, I can. He got in a relationship just to show off the trolls. That's a shitty attitude. But when he'd put out the music, when he'd make the cooking videos, when he'd make the drinking combos, when he'd make the fucking wands, when he'd go on hours and hours and hours of ratting, that's the human condition right there. He just wanted to be approved of for who he is. And sometimes he was justifiable in that. I think if somebody had sat down with him and like listened to him, they could have had like a book. I know there was a comic where you had the onion on his head. But like, you know that spoof thing of Keenisms, the book of Keenisms? We should have had a Cobra sort of commandments. Where it would have just been like Mao's little red book. I got a bottle of wood for the reserve today. I'll drink and pimp and Cobes. If you want some company, because let's be real here, drinking alone sucks. When this stream is over, we're going to be out doing a Cobra watch party over on the Discord. I'm going to go out. I'm going to honestly have a quick shower first. Go on out, rush up to the shop, get some cans. I don't have a lot of money, but I've got enough to get smashed. And then come on back, and we'll do it. I wasn't planning to getting drunk, but special occasions. I'm Irish after all. What's an Irishman's wake if not an excuse to get smashed?
So I certainly do not expect my girlfriend to be a supermodel. That was a really tasty Friday night cocktail.
We are going to be seeing fallout of this for the rest of the year.
That is fucking phenomenal.
Let's never forget that
I'm gonna have to top it off with like maybe 2 more peach rings and some more whiskey and tea.
Fucking great.
Also, if you want to pick up the chicks, have a hands-off approach, wear some tactical soap, respect women even if you don't get sex or respect back in exchange, and just keep it cool and casual, man.
Cool and casual.
Even if a woman has to go to a sperm bank to get a baby.
Me? Because I'm a sperm donor? Oh God, imagine if him and Jessica had actually hooked up. And then just through the convoluted series of events, I'm the one. Oh, I'm missing you already, Josh. I'm so missing you. I really wish situation was different for you, man. You deserved it. You fucking deserved... You deserved more peace in your life. Like I said, when was the last time he just had a very chill day? One of the best videos he ever put out when he was in a bar was he just met these 2 people who just enjoyed his company. Now, he made it as a sort of, fuck you trolls, I can make friends. But you could see the smile on his face. He was so happy. He deserved to be fucking happy. We all deserve to be happy. I deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. Josh deserved to be happy.
I'm a huge fan of Trump these days because he took away our Medicaid And then he allegedly might have been hanging out with Epstein, allegedly.
Don't worry, Cobes. Now you'll never know how, in fact, it's a Democratic plot. It's all a Democratic plot. Don't worry, Cobes. You picked the right choice. And he'll bring back Medicaid better. Super duper Medicaid. You know. You gotta ease him off at peace. Oh, this year has fucking... This year is weird. To me, this year has had a lot of horrible things in it. Trump, the fucking Middle East, the war in Ukraine, prices going up, my American trips coming to an end, my sciatica never truly going away, my fucking eyebrows becoming giant motherfucking things. I don't know how well you can see it. Give it time. I'm getting old man eyebrows. My love life's sucking. But beyond the love life and my sciatica, because I actually kind of like my eyebrows, I have had actually a really good year. Health-wise, personal goal-wise. But it seems everything else around me is just pure awful. And with the death of Cobes, it just added to that. And we're not even in autumn yet. We're not even in winter. What the fuck we gonna do? Pimp was a celebrity. Fox News. Yes, I saw that. We're gonna be looking at on Sunday.
Not making any accusations.
And that's another thing, guys. We got a Red Eye will be joining us. I'll see if I can wrangle up someone like Raisin, and we're going to be looking over Pimp, because this week's been rough. See Cobra go from totally lolcow to outpacing Drunken Peasants and subscribers. Colb's actually outpaced DP a while ago. Hi, Drake. A while ago, which is kind of wild to think about, because most people I knew about Cobes, but more people knew about Cobes because of someone like Charlie, who better make a fucking video on this shit. A lot of people knew about Cobes through much bigger channels. So he was always a little bit bigger than our part of the internet. I mean, hell, Fish Tank reached out to him on season 1, trying to get him.
Oh, like if you're not on the list, then what do you gotta lose? What are you hiding from everyone? The government want to chop off my peach rings, my drink. The government might reschedule marijuana, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
So the whiskey peach, you know it.
I'll see about getting some sort of peach drink. I've got with the choice of whatever money I have, which is very little, and I've got enough to get smashed. I don't have enough to like go crazy. Yeah, if I'm lucky, I can come back with like a crate of beer or a bottle of something strong.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being told, well, Cobra, if you want to be as attractive as that guy, maybe you should get your teeth fixed, lose some weight, and get some hair plugs. You ugly fucking...
No, the hair plug one is not necessary for obvious bald-rated reasons. Just embrace... Give it a dead guy advice. He should have just years ago, just shaved it off and lived with it. He'd have looked like his dad so much. As for the weight, he never was that fat because he didn't eat that much. When he did eat, he gorged. But he just drank. He'd drink for a couple of days and then he'd just make those huge ass meals. He's like doing the worst version of intermittent fasting possible. As for his mouth, hell, that probably contributed to his death. You can see it there. Look at those jowls. That's pure gingivitis. He's got He actually, the fattest he was when he was making the first batches of mead because he put so much sugar in it. He would just be drinking like treacle, molasses, you know?
And creepy piece of looking shit.
Rum and cokes, just as Josh would have wanted. Yeah. I've got a little less than that.
I'm a guy, so I'm not that picky as long as she's hot, of age, alive,
we know your type of woman there,
cisgendered,
Cobes.
non-related. You know, like, and consenting, of course.
Oh, the list. We have to go through the
it's like,
list
I
at
can
some
give you
point.
a commercial right now. It's like this. Introducing King Cobra's newest drink combo of whiskey and peach. What makes this drink combo good? Well, if you like peaches, you like whiskey, you got a bit of a sweet tooth, this drink combo is not that hard to make. You grab
Troy
a
would probably like
glass,
that. He's
throw
all
some
about that
gummy
sweetness.
peach rings at the bottom of it. Then you splash it with some Jim Beam peach whiskey and a little bit of twisted peach tea, and Bob's your uncle.
With Cobes gone, Christian still remains the most important lolcow, but who takes Cobes' spot on the totem pole? He was so unique. It'll be a downgrade, no matter what. Jared? Nah. Lucas Werner? Russell Greer? He's not online that much. Ooh, I think there just isn't someone able to fill that role.
The peach tea softens the burn, and then you just get an explosion of peachy goodness. If you like
Explosion of peachy
things.
goodness.
Plus, when you get done drinking it, all the gummy peaches at the bottom absorb all the alcohol. So there you go. As long as you're not a goddamn sicko, I don't give a fuck what you do with your life.
He was so adamant about the sicko.
PMS, pissed off male syndrome. It's like your favorite football team is losing the game. Fucking ref, are you blind? You swear to fucking piece of shit.
Stupid fucking lighter.
Look at your wife and go, honey, I'm PMSing. My favorite football team is losing. Can you grab me a cold beer to help me deal with it? Get it yourself, you raging sexist. You don't care.
I know why he'd make these stories up. Because he was really lonely. He'd create these really complicated sort of domestic stories. But he never would have been able to live with them. Like, he never actually experienced them himself.
About my needs. And it's like I said, as long as you're not a goddamn sicko, who gives a fuck what your opinion is? If I go to KFC, you know what I gotta do? Extra crispy drumsticks with a side of gravy. No apologies.
You mean one of the most normal meals you can get? I'm actually surprised it's just those things. And then I go over to the Hershey store and I melt a bunch of Hershey chocolates on top of it. There you go.
Then my stoner autistic ass will sit down and be like, what are you doing, Cobra? I'm like, what do you like to know? Pops open the gravy. Extra crispy drumsticks, dunks it in the gravy. Oh, watching all that gravy drip off of that like some seductive. Oh my god. Extra crispy drumstick action.
Oh, Jesus. Ah. One reason I got rid of the beard. But no regrets. That thing
If you haven't had
held.
KFC's
I have no
chicken,
shame watching
extra
the stream.
crispy, dunked in their world famous
Out loud on my way to
gravy.
get booze.
Oh my god, you two.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I'm gonna be getting some drink after this as well.
You have no idea. My favorite item from KFC is their Double Down sandwich. So KFC took away their Double Down. KFC took away the Double Down.
We never knew what that stain on the floor was. All the years he was there, there was just this white stain that just never went away.
fuck
The
KFC
difference of
for
only a
taking
few
away
years.
the Double Down. You fucking teases. I went on to DoorDash because I was craving a Double Down, and then it's like, well, KFC took away their Double Down, so sorry. So am I bummed out that KFC took away the Double Down once
Double
again?
Down was
After
nothing.
10 years of
Bland as
missing it, and then they
shit.
brought it back for nostalgic purposes. I'm not gonna lie, I had a huge diva fit when I couldn't order the Double Down, and I felt like a fool for doing it, but god damn it. The KFC Double Down is just that good.
Kind of ironic that the last video uploaded from Cobes that Boglin put up has a bunch of cutbacks for like older eras of Cobes. I'm kind of glad for it because we can see all the. I wonder how far back down the rabbit hole we go. Oh, there was one era of Cobes. The first time I really realized this guy was like hopeless in a lot of ways. I hoped to be wrong. Was when he was obsessing over that girl in his first apartment, and he like spent $5,000 on a pair of tickets, and she went with her boyfriend instead. And he was like so bummed out. But also he did something that a lot of people when they come into money for the first time do. He was overly generous. He went and got himself a like $70-$80 bottles of hooch, and he bought them for his friends too, and all that money was saved up to like go on like a massive like concert venue and shit.
I'm gonna be alright, Cobra fam. I don't need to have a shit ton of alcohol before 5 o'clock, so it's like...
John Bolton. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up that. Now, are they looking into it in relation to Epstein? Are they looking into it to Jan 6? Are they looking into it for Doge? Are they looking into it because he was saying something mean about Trump on Twitter? Like, at this point now, I doubt they're going to look for him.
Oh, wait, it's 6 o'clock right now, so it's after 5 o'clock. Fuck the haters.
Hey, I'm going to be drinking... Oh, it's actually
I
after 5 o'clock my time. Loophole.
Better not go on YouTube and bitch about gender relations while drinking piss, whiskey and peach, boy. And power to the people and fuck sickos. Well, fuck you, Cobra. I'm like, dude, do you need a Tic Tac, a doobie, and a hug?
What's a doobie
Does that
situation?
make you feel better? Because your breath stinks from talking all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's mean.
All right, after this, what do you want to watch? Do you want to watch the Buggerito? Do you want to watch parts of like the highlights of the 4-hour long stream? Do you want to watch the animated Yeah, actually, you know what? We're definitely going to watch the animated parts. Animated Cobes.
Fuck you, Josh. You saying fuck me? Like, fuck you, Josh. Well, if you're offering, can I buy you drinks first?
Yeah.
And then as soon as we give you what you want, any good man will give you what you want and not expect anything in return, like sex or what have you. It's all about treat others the way you want to be treated. Fuck the sex. He's still a pig because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
naked whore.
And men are just sitting here, so let me get this
I wonder how she's going to take
I'm
this.
I'm a pig for trying to approach you, and I'm a pig for trying to give you what you want. Right.
I hear the train coming.
Because most men who are like 50, 60 years old, by the time they can't have a female to be with this,
female,
they just say, fuck it,
How do you know that Cobes has been listening to Manosphere shit? Female.
Stay single because I don't care. There are worse things than being single. You look at how Sharon just lost her Aussie. You know? Imagine spending
I love how he's comparing his dry spell to Sharon Osbourne losing her husband of how many decades?
your entire life with someone just to lose them because of old age and
That's the end goal, though. You want to die of old age. That's it. That's the best we can hope for. We'll die of old age. It means that we won at life.
health and circumstances. Because I've been rejected by every chick I've liked since the 4th grade. And then every chick that rejected me grows up and complains because every guy they've dated is an asshole. And then they look back on Josh.
This was the sort of shit I never could handle from him. This sort of, it's true, guys, this is really happening, as he's saying it with tears running down his face, desperate, hoping that someone believes him. Of course, even if people believed his lies, he'd know.
And it's like, I wonder what Saunders is doing. And then they see I'm a YouTube celebrity. You know,
They
all
probably
the
checked
fangirls
in
wanna
just to
fuck
see
me.
if, like, what
And they're
happened to
my
that
demon
weird kid
spawn.
from school.
All of a sudden they're like, damn, I should have given Josh a chance.
No.
Well.
But
When I
I
was a
guarantee
kid
you
in
right
junior
now,
high-
a lot of people in Casper and a little bit beyond are going, oh, wow. Wow, I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. He's not looking good. God, do you remember when and then they'd enter a memory and then they'd have a moment and then
In high school,
Like,
hip
that's
huggers became the
what's
thing.
happening.
And chicks everywhere were wearing them, showing off their butts.
Showing off their
Yeah.
butts.
I'm not complaining. Like,
No.
chicks want to show off their butt and their tits.
Butt.
I'm like, you don't have to get my attention, but, like, if you want to, hey, do your thing. It's your body. It's your rights, you know. I personally hate the way
We
I
already
look.
looked at the video.
I wish I had a full
But
head
yeah,
of
we'll
hair.
look at
I wish my teeth were in better shape. I wish my skin were pale whites. And I wish I had, like, the handsomest, the most stunningest of dark
Handsomest.
green eyes. But alas, I'm stuck with the genetics I got and the way my body is.
He was never that unattractive. He had some, like, he had a goth look to him that would turn some people off. And I don't think he ever parsed the idea that some people don't like goth. So they weren't all that interested in him based on that. But it wouldn't have been because of, like, his face. Like, if you want to look at somebody who physically just really fucked up, look at Cyrax. Like, he was born really, like, not well. But, and then it's combined with the fact that he's also a scumbag piece of shit. But with Cobes was never ugly. But he'd say some fucked up things. He'd believe some fucked up things, or at least he'd spout some fucked up things. And above all else, he was very self-defeating. And, you know, a lot of us can relate to that part. He was very self-defeating. He also just had some weird ideas of how, like, gender relations worked and how money worked and how America worked. He never left America, as far as I'm aware. But he was always an expert in England, especially Scotland. Britain. There are places in the world where you can't get fresh water, so we should be happy about that. Yeah, I don't know, you ever been to Flint?
Is now, so I just accept it. I do like blondes, but beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Drink on my whiskey peach
Oh,
and smoke some pipe tobacco and bitch and complain and, like, video response to, oh shit. It's a little late in the evening. I've been sipping. Let's finish this drink combo, get this bitch uploaded. My goal with this video is to help people understand each other better. How you gonna bitch about sexism and, like, the opposite sex having, like, high standards when you're just as bad as they are? And like, you know what? I know I'm attractive to certain women, so I choose to focus on the women who find me attractive. I try to fight for everyone except sickos. And be like, it's all about human equality. And like, if you're not a sicko outside of that, who gives a shit? It's like, oh, you like Wendy's Baconator cheeseburgers?
This is what he's
No
wrapping up on.
ketchup? Mm-hmm. Extra bacon, extra cheese, hold the ketchup.
The last thing he talked about was fucking Wendy's.
You can't love everyone else if you don't love yourself.
True.
And that's regardless of anything. Thank you, I said it.
Now that's an ending. It's different now, don't it? God damn it. God fucking damn it. Alright. So many animated things about Cobes over the years. Well, look at some of the choice ones. Here. King Normal JFS.
I've lived a very normal life.
Oh, check out the sunrise.
It's my house.
Average Joe Schmo taking a shower over here, you know.
And I graduated.
Got my diploma. I have a job.
I have a wife.
We all do is say stupid shit we're not proud of. You just gotta be goal motivated, you know what I'm saying? Effing nightmare.
Oh, I forgot about the ending there. Sweet Jesus. Sweet fucking Jesus. Here's my favorite one.
I want to share a story with you. This happened to me yesterday. You go to the gas station to use their free restroom, and sometimes I'll talk to myself when I use the shitter. It's just what I do.
I'll hire it up.
It'd be kind of rude to just use the toilet and leave. I should probably buy something. Get my bare ass sitting on the toilet, knees sitting in front of me. I start taking my hands and smacking my knees.
Nice.
Kind of casual, like, you know. Just trying to take a shit. And the way this bathroom was set up in this gas station, there is no front door. It's all open, so the whole gas station can hear your business, right? And the motherfuckers in the gas station thought I was masturbating. I'm like, really? Really? Ugh. So I ignore the stupid side comments. I get done doing what I'm doing. I finally squeeze out my shit. And right after I get done pooping, oh, the immense relief. I wash my hands. I dry my hands. There's this cute-ass chick with black hair and tattoos standing behind the register just looking at me like, ew. Ugh.
Wendy's, hell
Got some
yeah.
money in my pocket.
We got one of them
I
in
go
Cork.
to the cooler.
They're
I
coming
fetch
out
me
here
a
to Ireland.
Monster. Right after grabbing my Monster, I walk over to
It's always
the
Cork.
cashier and I buy some cigarellos from Swisher Sweets. Some mango Swisher Sweets. Delicious cigarellos. And this lady's handing me my change like, ugh, like she's afraid to touch my hands. Like, what the fuck? And I
Yep.
looked at her. I looked deep into
Came
her
in a
eyes,
few weeks
like,
back.
Really?
At least
Really.
they're building it. I
It
saw
was look like
Garen
that's
talk
not what
about
you
it.
thought it was, honey. And then the look I gave her changed from that's not what I was doing in there to hey, how you doing?
It's
And
always
she went
Cork
from
for
being
some
grossed
reason.
out by me to okay, now she's checking me out.
Missy Ann does
And as
not
I'm walking out of the
appreciate
store,
Cokes.
I hear one of the cashiers behind the counter say, "He's a rock star."
No, that wasn't the whole thing. Where's the one where he's on the bike? The blue Raz Cowboy, Buffalo Wild Wings, stopped by the cops. The Bike Girls. Yeah.
Had quite an interesting evening, if I do say so myself. I got off of work, rode my bike from my job to the bar, locked up my bike, had a beer.
I know exactly what we gotta watch after this. Whoop. Can't. Here, back to this.
Unlocked my
Won't
bike.
be going for much longer because we're going to be looking at some proper stuff over on the Discord. But for that, I need to get myself into the shower real quick, put on a pair of pantaloons. I have undies on, and socks, but I don't have any pants on. Sauce in my pants, goddammit.
Bike. These two half-drunk chicks come out, right? And one of them's like, "That bike is so cool. I see you riding it around town all the time. Can I ride that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, you know." It's not the first time I've had chicks checking out my bike. So I let the first chick take the bike
This goes
for a
so
spin around the
dark,
parking
too.
lot. And she's like, "Oh, this is so smooth," going on and on about it, you know. And then she goes up to her friend. She goes, you gotta try riding this. And I held the bike while she got up on it, and she raided it around the parking lot just like her friend did. Right before she gets off the bike, this other chick is like, "I'm too short for this bike. It's rubbing against my clit." And then she gets off the bike. And I rode away like, "Oh, dude, I haven't had sex in almost a fucking year. And some cute-ass chicks are wanting to ride my bike and shit. And one of them's talking about how the bike seat's rubbing against her clit because she's too fucking short to ride it." I'm just like, oh, dude. It's definitely a sign of things to come. Yeah. Just a little bit more patience. Just a little bit more patience.
Cobra's worst meltdown. The complete disaster. The birthday stream. Oh, some of his birthday streams were so fucking sad. The infamous hair dye video. Oh, there's so many good memories. But anyway, here. This is so fucking good. This, of course, is from Boglin Reacts, who we had on the stream a few times.
Somewhere in the world today, men have got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
It's amazing.
Stand up.
Beta baby.
Aw. Originally he would be like, "God damn it!" Oh, fuck yeah. Love that. Love that. Haven't heard from Boglin Reacts in a long while. Wonder if he's just dropped off. Hope he's okay. There's Cobra Cantina. AI. But
Taking shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. Quench your thirst for adventure at the Cobra's Cantina. Sipping with Satan at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drink combos you've ever seen. Sipping at the Cobra's Cantina. At the Cobra's Cantina. Looking for a woman to touch your wiener. She's looking for a man too. Shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. Tastiest drink combos you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. You've ever seen. Enjoy your liquor and booze and cut loose. At the Cobra's Cantina. Thirst quenching and the best drink combos you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. Drink some beer and cut loose of your fear. At the Cobra's Cantina. And relax with the Cobra's Cantina. Caressing your glass, looking for a piece of ass. At the Cobra's Cantina. Forget about your troubles. At the Cobra's Cantina. At the Cobra's Cantina. Prettiest cocktail waitresses you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. Forget about your troubles. At the Cobra's Cantina. Taking shots of tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drinks you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. We're drinking at the Cobra's Cantina. Leaning on a wall at the Cobra's Cantina. Drinking shots of whiskey and tequila at the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drink combos you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. Quench your thirst for adventure. Cutest cocktail waitresses you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. Fuck the bullshit of the day, and you know what I mean. Now where I say let's have a drink. At the Cobra's Cantina. The tastiest drinks you've ever seen. Where the prices are fair and the weather's just fine. At the Cobra's Cantina. Have a drink and hang out with your friends, cause they sing ya. At the Cobra's Cantina. We're drinking at the Cobra's Cantina. Sexiest cocktail waitresses you've ever seen. Treat them nicely, don't be a mean asshole.
Don't be a
At the
mean
Cobra's Cantina. Try your luck at the Cobra's Cantina. Quench your thirst with the tastiest drinks you've ever seen. At the Cobra's Cantina. The drinks and the music are flowing. At the Cobra's Cantina. Having drinks at the Cobra's Cantina. Tastiest drink combos you've ever seen.
God damn it. I didn't say much on that because honestly, it's got a good beat to it. Too bad it's AI. We're gonna head over now to, well, there'll be a bit of a lull. I gotta go out and do all the things I said I gotta do. Shouldn't take too long though. In fact, meet back here, well not here, but meet on the Discord in about half an hour. Maybe a little longer. Listen. People pass. It's what happens. And some people pass before their time. We all know this. And we all know one day people will be saying this about us. Now, will they say it as positively or negatively as we like? We won't know. Unless we're very wrong about what happens after we die. Instead, we gotta live our best lives. And one of the best ways of making a life the best is to help others. And Cobes didn't always help people. Kind of scared some people. He kind of made people turn off him. But he also did help. He helped a lot of people with a lot of really good memories. He helped being a character. Flaws and all. And virtues and everything in between. He was a person. Tragic person. Pretty fun person. But a Just a person. And now that he's gone, we gotta live our best lives. Take any information we can from him, whether it be treat our bodies better, pursue that which we love. Don't have a filter. That's anyone who ever met him. He doesn't have a filter. There was no lie with Cobes. Everyone was always waiting to see if Cobes was going to take the mask off. There's no mask. There never was. There never will be. But if next time you're shit-faced in a group call and you're about to say something really personal and then you hold back because you think that's exactly what Cobes would say, he did good. If next time you want to watch something fun and you watch Cobes try to make a burger bigger than his head and you laugh so much you pee yourself and everyone thinks that's a great time, he did good. You know, next time you go into a Cobes saying a thon with people on a Discord, he did good. He was a net positive more than he was a net loss. At the end of the day, that's kind of what you're aiming for. Don't forget him. Warts and all. Don't start idolizing him as this thing that was not real. Remember him for being Josh Saunders' first, Cobes' second. And, yeah. Don't take people for granted. This week in particular has driven that home. Now, unless someone else dies in the next 48 hours, the next time I'll see you guys will be on Sunday, when we look at Pimp Monk, who just died. Red Eye will be joining us. And it's been a rough one. So I don't mind. I'm going to go out now and spend money. Because I've actually I'm all paid up. But yeah. You all take care. And hopefully some of you is over in the Discord as we plan to get sloshed and watch some Cobes. Alright. That's it. Catch you on the flip side, tubes.